A few days ago I said that I want to make a Q&A video, so here we go. And the first question is how to make an auto enemy generation more and more and kill enemy to point. I don't know what you mean by the last things of the sentence, but how to make an enemy generation. Oh, it's not that complicated. So just, for example, you just create a cube, call this cube enemy. There we go, put it to the origin and just create a prefab. So this is my enemy, you can delete it here, create an empty, make a spawner script, spawner, and say, okay, public game object enemy, and maybe some variable protected, float, next spawn, and if next spawn smaller than 0, we will do the following. We will just subtract time, delta time, next spawn equals 5. So this is what I always do to have something spawn every 5 seconds. You could do other things, but just for simplicity. Game object instantiate the enemy. Maybe on the enemy we will create a new script, enemy, and here there's something like on mouse down, just destroy this game object. So this is the enemy. And here we go, enemies are spawned. So every 2 seconds a new enemy is spawned if I click on it, it's killed. So this is a basic mechanic. It all depends on the enemy script, if the enemy is more intelligent, and the spawner. The spawner shouldn't spawn every 2 seconds, maybe when there are only a few enemies left in your game. But the basic mechanic is as simple as that. And if you want to have more intelligent enemies, then you probably have to wait until my next series, where I really create some more intelligent enemies and that they will look better than a cube. How you started with Unity and started learning and making games productively. Before I started with Unity, I wrote games in C# or Visual Basic with DirectX from scratch. After that I tried Irrlicht, it's a 3D engine. Then I came to the JMonkey engine, it's a Java-based 3D engine as well. Then I used libgdx for quite a while. It's a really good engine if you ask me. It doesn't have a UI, but so if you are looking for a good engine without a UI, I can really recommend you libgdx. And after that I started using Unity, and I watched this tutorial from this game grind guy, and I was searching for a tutorial that really uses C# script, and the first making or getting started with Unity tutorials are not using C# script, so they always show you what's going on in the UI, but they do not show how to code. And I watched the first 10 parts of it, and then I was used to Unity, and then I didn't watch any other tutorial. And then I watched topic related tutorials, or I even read some blog articles. I'm not used to watch so many tutorials out there in a video format because they are usually not what I was looking for. So, and that's the reason why I started this channel, because I was missing so many videos out there with specific topics, and I thought, okay, if I find out how to make it happen in Unity, I will put out a video, and if I ever come to the same problem again, I will just watch my own video and know how I did it in the past. Third-person snowboard or skateboarding would be really helpful. Yes, I like skateboarding games back in 1998 or something, but today I'm not that interested in skateboarding games, and it's not that simple to make a good skateboarding game that makes really fun. And that's why many companies stopped making skateboarding games, and that's the reason why I won't do any tutorials on it. Sorry. So one game said, okay, I have to do more with game mechanics, and he said, oh, there are lots of YouTube videos about getting started with Unity, but a few that go start to finish on intermediate to advanced implementation of actual game mechanics. Workflow best practices and build tips are also welcome. So yes, I agree. Many of them do not go from start to finish on intermediate to advanced implementation, because if you really want to see advanced implementation, that for a game that has a lot of features, you do not want to start with, okay guys, here is an empty scene, let's first add our game object, let's add our first game object, then add the first script. It takes you so long to come to a point where it's really interesting for an advanced user to watch your videos. So they want to know a specific thing. This is it. So, and I'm like this. So I want to know the basic things of a game engine with a tutorial, for example 10 videos, and after that I'm looking for specific things, very specific things I want to achieve in this game engine, and I look these things up. And if you do want to have another recommendation, I would recommend you the GDC channel. They do not have that many subscribers or that many views, but they will publish GDC talks and they tell you how they design different games, what they really did to achieve some things. They won't tell you where to click in a game engine, but they say how they solve the problems. And then if you know your engine very well and if you're familiar with your engine, then you will be able to recreate it. Sometimes you have to study a little bit, you have to go dig deep into math or shaders or something like that. But in general, this will help you to get the more advanced things done. And sometimes it's even a secret how they really implemented some things and achieved some things because they do not want other companies to copy it. So that's it for the first part of my Q&A. I hope you liked it. And as always, on Saturday there is a big new tutorial, and on Wednesday I do whatever I like. Small videos, Q&As, and some more. Subscribe to my channel to get more straight to the point tutorials.